Yeah, you can see everything on medium. Don't make fun of my junk. All right, we're checking out a new light from RovyVon. It's the Aurora AA145. And I thought this one was pretty cool because it uses a AA form factor for the battery, but it's compatible with several different battery voltages. And supposedly it comes with a 3.7. And when using the 3.7, it's supposed to have 800 lumens. That's pretty good. Well, let's pop this thing open, see what we got. Comes with some little key rings for you, and oh, it looks like it has an O-ring too. Here's a USB cable, cool little orange color in there. Let's take a look at this light here. Oh, it's a nice anodized aluminum. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I really like the style of clip that they put on these guys because you can slide it on something this way. Well, here, I'll demonstrate. You can slide it on like that way, right? But then you could also slide it onto something this way. So it doesn't matter if you need to point it this direction or if you need to point it that direction. Just take a quick look at the battery here. This guy doesn't have a charging port on it. It's really kind of designed to be used with replaceable batteries, just like a regular AA. But this little 3.7 volt battery that it comes with has a charging port in it. You just plug your USB-C right into this thing. Oh, and look, it even has a little LED indicator on it. That's cool. Hope you can see that on camera well. I'm guessing whenever that's fully charged, it goes green. It's got a 2-year warranty. That's really good. You can take a look at the specs here. It's about 82 by 22 millimeters and about 53 grams in weight. That's less than 2 ounces in freedom units. That's nice and light. And it includes the battery and the clip too. And it's got a low voltage warning light on it too. I don't know how long this thing is going to take to charge, but let's go ahead and get it in the light and check it out. Just unscrew the tail cap here. It's got a little disc in there. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, that's cool. It comes with 2 batteries. I wonder if this one was already charged up or not. Oh, that's funny. This one has a slightly different light than this one did. But yeah, that's really awesome. It's got 2 batteries. But yeah, definitely make sure you remove that disc before you try turning the light on. Oh, and these O-rings here, they go around this guy, and this is what gives it the waterproof rating, which it said was IP68. Yeah, so that's nice. All right, so the button up here to turn it on, if you want to just go into like a high mode for a momentary, you hold it down, and wow, yeah, that's pretty darn bright, isn't it? Woo! If you want constant on, you give it a double tap, and then it looks like it started up in low. That'll be medium and high, and then back down to low. Or no, wait, that's eco mode. Yeah, I think it's got 4 modes, right? Or moon. They call it moon mode. And then that's low, that's medium, and that's high. Yeah, wow. Now, if you want the strobe, you do 3 presses like that, and yeah, woo, and then just click it again and it'll go off. And you can lock the light in case you don't want it coming on accidentally by pressing the button 5 times. And then it gives a little pulse to let you know it's locked. And then with it locked, all it'll ever do is just give it a little blip blip to let you know it's locked. And then you just press it again 5 times, and then it's back to normal operation. Oh, and check out these tables here. It actually shows you with the 3.7 volt battery on moon mode, it's 5 lumens, on low 50, medium 200 lumens, and high is 800 lumens. And on that moon mode, the dang thing will run for 89 hours. That's pretty crazy. On low for 13 hours. In medium, it'll run for 2 hours at the 200 lumens. And on high, it only runs at 800 lumens for 1 minute, but then it drops down to the 200. Yeah, and you can see with the 1.5 volt battery, everything is cut down by a little bit more than half. And you know, if you didn't want the clip for some reason, the clip just pulls off just like that, and then you have a nice clip-free light. But that doesn't mean you still don't have ways to attach it to things, because you got the, oh, here's the key ring over here, right? You can put the key ring in that little hole and just have it as a key ring light. But then also, it's magnetic. Yeah, check that out. And it's actually holding pretty good. Yeah, look at that. If I'm going to be using this thing as a work light, like an engine bay and stuff, or, you know, around electrical boxes and whatnot, you got to be able to like stick this on the panels, and you want it to hold, and it does. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pop the clip back on there. But yeah, there were some dummies that were complaining about my weight technique for checking how strong the magnetic tail caps are on things like this. But look, there's obviously lights that hold onto it just fine. In fact, my favorite light clips on there like super strong. That's what you want, you know? You want your work light to be nice and tight on there. So yeah, good job RovyVon on that. Well, let's try this thing out in the dark. All right, we're in complete darkness here in the garage, and let me turn on the light. Okay, there we go. That's the moon mode. On the far wall back there, you can see the light, but it's hard to make out details of what we have there. On the closer wall, you can see things much better. Let's click it up to low. Yep, you can see things pretty good on low. And there we have medium. Medium's definitely getting somewhere. Yeah, you can see everything on medium. And there we have high. And yeah, high is nice and bright. And you can kind of see that the center is a bright spot, and then you have a nice big spill. You know, that's not going to throw super far, but I think it's going to throw pretty decently when we take it outside. All right, let's take around to look at the engine bay of the 4C here, and it's on moon mode right now. And you know, even on moon mode, you can see things pretty decently. And this had the runtime of days, remember? That's kind of awesome. Let's click it up on low, and yeah, on low, it's completely usable. That's nice. In fact, even on low, it's kind of washing out the camera, like in that center spot there a little bit. And you know what's cool is I don't see any weird flickering or shutter on the camera, so this thing has pretty good power regulation. And there we have the medium. The medium is excellently bright. You can definitely see all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you can see in there like real clearly. And again, it's like washing things out on the camera. It's kind of incredible. And then there's high. The high is just too intense for the camera. Even if I pull the light back so the light is filling the entire frame of the camera, it's still washing things out. Yeah, there we go. I put it back on low, and I have the light kind of back and above the camera now, so it kind of like fills the frame better. And yeah, that's incredible. Low is all you need. This thing is really awesome. Okay, here we are out in the backyard, and it's starting off on moon mode right here. And you know, maybe like 10 feet in front of me on the ground there, you can see the light, but it's not really illuminating much of anything. And then of course, nothing out in the yard. Let's go ahead and click it up, and that's gonna be low. And you know, low is illuminating my agaves pretty good. Check out the tree line. Low can't really see the tree line at all. Let's click it up on medium. On medium, yeah, you can see the trees pretty good. It's actually showing up better to my eye than it is on camera. And then I'll go ahead and click it up on high. Yeah, definitely. And in fact, high is kind of lighting up the entire backyard right here. And again, you have like that really bright spot in the center, but the wider spill is, you know, lighting up everything. Yeah, that's kind of awesome. So this thing does get kind of warm. Even in just a few minutes that I've been using it, it's gotten up to like 88 degrees here. Mostly it's around like 84, 85, but yeah, the highest I saw on my little temp gauge here is 88. So yeah, you do have to be careful with small lights like this. I mean, back here it feels nice and fine, but up here at the front, it is pretty warm. I don't think it's gonna burn you, but it's something to be mindful of. And yeah, it's not too hot to touch on the lens, but the body of it around the head is definitely kind of warm. But yeah, I'm kind of impressed with this little guy. And the fact that it comes with an extra battery, man, that's a good bonus. Oh, I see what happened. The battery that's in there is the 3.7, and it comes with an extra 1.5. So yeah, you can choose to run it on 1.5 or 3.7. And of course, it'll take regular alkaline 1.5 volt batteries too. And hey, you know what? Since we have this right here, why don't we just try it out real quick? Yeah, the battery doesn't feel like it's heated up at all, which is nice. Yeah, you can see there, 3.7. Drop the 1.5 in there. Okay, there we go. The moon mode with the 1.5 volt battery is barely visible. And then that's low. I mean, low is still pretty good. Medium, yeah. I mean, I don't know, medium's usable. Medium is supposed to be 80 lumens. And then that's high, moon, low, medium, and high. Huh. I don't really see much difference between medium and high. And then there's the momentary on high. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. I think it's probably better just to use it with the 3.7, but you know, it's nice that they gave you options. Well, anyway, there'll be a link for it down in the description below. Get one for yourself. And bye. Thanks for watching.